Auburn and LSU in one of the biggest games I can ever remember at Jordan-Hare Stadium in the month of September. And this crowd is ready for this thing to get started. And they'll fake the handoff to Vincent, throw it for the end zone, wide open, touchdown. Dwayne Bowe, he couldn't have been more wide open, beat his defender by 2-3 steps in the back of the end zone. Kevin Hobbs had the coverage, and LSU leads 6-0 with 8:23 to go here in the first quarter.
Good drive by Marcus Randall. He was perfect on that drive, completing all of his passes except for one. Dwayne Bowe hit a quick slant route off of a play action fake. Randall zinged it in there on Kevin Hobbs, and he took a nice lick from Will Herring, but he hung on to the ball for the first points of the day.
Ryan Gaudet in to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. The kick is no good. He missed it wide right. So LSU misses the extra point. Campbell in the shotgun. Carnell Williams in the backfield with him. Campbell has time, fires it to Taylor. Caught at the 32, to the 35, down at the 36. First down, Auburn.
A good shot right there by Jason Campbell to Courtney Taylor, taken down by Travis Daniels and Lionel Turner. But Jason Campbell showed some poise and some confidence in there on a 3rd and long situation, way backed up, and he just gunned a slant route in there on coverage, and he had to throw it hard because he was in the middle of 3 guys. Big first down for Auburn.
Pickup of 17. Carnell Williams, tailback. Campbell now under center. They'll have the bunch set on the left side. 3 guys bunched up on the left side. Aroma should do the lone wide receiver near side. Hand off to Carnell. Cuts it back 40. Hit at the 42. Falls ahead of the 43, 44-yard line. Down to 2 on the play clock. They get the snap off. The pass is caught by Carnell. Runs over a man. 45-50. 45-40. Pushed out of bounds in LSU territory at the 38-yard line. What a catch by Carnell. And then he just hammered an LSU defender to pick up big yardage after the catch.
What a play by Carnell Williams. And that will get this crowd into it. A flare route. Jason Campbell saw what he wanted, and he just ran right over 2 defensive backs. That's Corey Webster and Jesse Daniels, and floored them to get inside Auburn territory, inside the 40-yard line.
They'll put Taylor in motion from right to left. Campbell drops back, looks right, fires, caught, 30, 25, Obamanu down at the 23. It's a first down, and Auburn getting close to the red zone. Tackle made by Lionel Turner. A 13-yard gain on the pass play. Jason Campbell to Ben Obamanu.
That's a great play by Ben Obamanu. It was press man, very close. That's what LSU will do. Deron Landry was playing head up Ben Obamanu, and Obamanu cut his slant route off a little bit and ran it quicker and made the catch inside. Great job by Ben Obamanu. Good throw, Jason Campbell.
Auburn looking at 3rd down and 6. Broken eye in the backfield. Now they'll put Ronnie Brown in motion. Campbell fakes the handoff. He's going to throw downfield. He's got a man. Taylor catches it, tries to escape his tackler, can't do it, but he still gets enough for the first down near the 10-yard line. Taylor turning those legs and pulling and trying to get away from Travis Daniels. He couldn't get away, but he had enough to get the first down to the 11.
Great play by Jason Campbell, finding Taylor on a sit-down route. It was a man-to-man coverage. Travis Daniels is right there, but Taylor, with confidence, Campbell throws it in there, and Taylor gets the necessary yards. First down on the 11-yard line.
The Auburn quarterback hands it off to Carnell, to the 10, lowers his head, drives ahead to the 6, a 5-yard pickup. He just lowered his helmet and stuck it in the chest of Travis Daniels and picked up 5 hard-earned yards there.
I got news for the cornerbacks for LSU. You better not try to tackle him one-on-one. Carnell Williams is going to win that one every time, and he shows Travis Daniels where he's going to go with it right over him for 5 yards.
This will be a 29-yard field goal. Ball spotted just inside. Bad snap. It's low. Vaughn gets the kick off, and Vaughn hits it. 6-3 our score. So the Tigers drive down. They don't stick it in the end zone, but they put points on the board. 1:37 to go in the first. It's LSU 6, Auburn 3. Russell fakes the handoff, rolls a little bit left, flushed out of the pocket, brought down back at the 43-yard line by Ontarius Williams.
And that's exactly what Auburn needed. They needed a big play on defense, and they got it right there. Jamarcus Russell, not as elusive as Randall is at 250 pounds. The play-action fake, Jamarcus Russell was looking deep again, but he got a little bit greedy. Ontarius Williams comes in for the sack for a 10-yard loss.
42-yard field goal attempt for Chris Jackson. He is 0 for 2 this season. He boots it up and this one is good. Had a wind behind him, had plenty of leg, and the accuracy was there as well. So with 13:48 to go, LSU puts 3 on the board. They lead 9-3. Play clock down to 5. They get it off. Toss sweep to Williams, near side, 25-30. Cadillac, 35, runs over a man at the 40, shoved out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 17 yards, first down Auburn by the Cadillac.
Good play by Jason Campbell. He checked off to the right play. Now LSU's getting aggressive. They're bringing 8 guys into the box right there. Well, who cares? They run the sweep on the outside behind Ronnie Brown and Cooper Wallace. Carnell Williams gets outside, and he picks up the yardage for the first down out to the 42-yard line.
Campbell takes the snap, hands it off to Williams, around left end, 35-40, Cadillac to the 45. He has his first down, still on his feet, into LSU territory, down at the 46, 21 yards for Carnell Williams.
Great running backs can do that. He did not have anything in his hole off the tackle, so he kicks it outside and gets enough speed downfield, 21 yards. Corey Webster is going to be sore tomorrow if he keeps having to tackle number 24 out there. Good job by Carnell Williams finding the hole and getting upfield and using his powerful legs to get more yardage.
Jones in motion, the tight end. Snap to Randall. Here comes pressure, flushed out of the pocket. Ball knocked loose. Ball on the ground. Does Auburn have it? Does Auburn have it? They're checking it out. Yes! Tigers recover at the 42 of LSU. And finally, the Auburn defense comes up with a big play.
That's exactly what we talked about going into this. We need a big turnover right now. Auburn comes up with it inside LSU territory at the 41-yard line, and this crowd is going crazy, and they got Stanley McGlover with his first big play.
Yeah, knocked it loose, and Tommy Jackson, the man who fell on it. So Auburn with great field position, 1st and 10 from the LSU 42-yard line. Third down and 32 to go for LSU. Shotgun for Randall. Crowd making noise. Randall takes the snap from the shotgun. Here comes Brett Edens, and he knocks him down at the 37. Hammered into the turf. Brett Edens with the sack. And Auburn should come out of this with much better field position than originally expected.
Boy, Marcus Randall has a tough job because Brett Edens came on the strong side right in Randall's face and beat the blocking of Nate Livings and tattooed the quarterback to take him down for a 5-yard loss.
Marcus Randall having to look back into the sun on the play, and I just, even if it wasn't from his blind side, so to speak, I just don't know if he ever saw Brett Edens coming on that play. On first down, Campbell to throw. Campbell pump fakes, throws. He's got Wallace at the 45 and down to the 40-yard line. First down, Auburn into LSU territory. A 30-yard pass play to Cooper Wallace.
Good job by Jason Campbell. Play action fake, had a guy right in his vision. He stepped to the side and threw a bullet across the middle on the seam route. Cooper Wallace had beaten his guy by 10 yards. If he could keep his feet, he's still running, but a good throw and catch by Cooper Wallace.
Hey, and Cooper Wallace having to look back into the sun there. That was a great catch by Wallace. 2 wideouts now in motion to the near side, 1 to the far side. That's Ronnie Brown, Carnell Williams in the backfield. Here's Campbell with protection across the middle, caught by Taylor. Across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Courtney Taylor finally brought down by LaRon Landry on the crossing route for 16 yards.
Good job. Good throw by Jason Campbell. He took a 3-step drop, but he waited for a second to let Courtney Taylor come open, and he zinged it in there on the slant route. 15 more yards inside to the 25-yard line. Jason Campbell doing a good job of being patient and letting him come into the open hole.
Campbell to throw on 2nd and 7. Campbell across the middle, Wallace, 20, 15, 10. Down he goes. First down, Auburn at the 10. LaRon Landry again with the tackle. And for the second time on this drive, they go to Cooper Wallace, and it pays dividends this time for 13 yards.
Great play call by Al Borges. It's a fake to a screen to the wide side. They flare the lineman out like they're going to run the screen. They do a tight end delay to Cooper Wallace right over the middle. Good job covering up the ball. First down inside the 10.
Anthony Mix also in the game. They'll toss sweep to Ronnie Brown. They're going to have Ronnie throw it. Now he'll tuck it and run to the 10, to the 5. Shoved ahead and out of bounds. No, out of bounds at the 1. The fans thought it was a touchdown, but he just stepped on the near boundary at the 3-yard line, the official now says. What a call there by Auburn, and what a heads-up play by Ronnie Brown as he started to throw the football stand, but then he had a defender right on top of him. He said, I'm going to tuck this thing and do what I do best, and he gets it down to the 3.
Well, it was a smart play. He was going for Anthony Mix in the back of the end zone, but Jesse Daniels, the strong safety, didn't buy it. He had him open, but Ronnie Brown, smart play, tucking it and getting down to the 3-yard line.
Does Auburn have something up their sleeves here on 4th down from the 3? Technically, they could get a first down without getting it in there. That is unlikely, though. Campbell drops back, throws, incomplete, nobody touched it. Ben Obamano, the intended receiver in the back of the end zone, he had no chance.
I think that may have been intended for Anthony Mix, number 9. And a lot of pushing and shoving down there, the quick slant route.
And he had some, Anthony Mix was one of the guys after the play, looked like he was pleading.
Number 31, it was Daniels again, and he's all over his back.
Yeah, Daniels had the left hand up on the back of Anthony Mix, who actually was the intended receiver. Here's Cooper Wallace in motion. They'll stack him up in the slot. Toss sweep to Brown around the left end. 40. Ronnie cuts it upfield to the 50. Into the open field. 45. Over a man at the 40. Inside the 40 to the 39. First down for the Tigers. 20 yards for the Hummer, Ronnie Brown. And the Tigers are in LSU territory.
Boy, and Marcus McNeil, the guy 6'8", 330 pounds. He's pulling around there, and he takes on, and he flattens Corey Webster outside. He'll not take on him again. Ronnie Brown cutting left and right, and Marcus McNeil with the athleticism getting out front for the blocking. Ronnie Brown into LSU territory.
Here's Mix in motion to the right. Snap to Campbell, drops back, deep drop back. Underneath, then the pass is caught. It's caught at the 35, down to the 30-yard line. Carnell Williams just took it out of the hands of Corey Webster.
A very lucky play right there, and a great play by Carnell Williams. It was a screen play into the boundary again. Corey Webster read it the whole way, had the interception, and that would have been the game. But Carnell Williams takes it away in midair, and he almost breaks it for the 6.
Williams just ripped it right away from Corey Webster. 3rd down and less than a yard. Carnell Williams behind Trey Smith in the backfield. Campbell, they'll run the option. Campbell keeps. Campbell's got the first down to the 26. Lionel Turner with the tackle. First time we've seen the option today, and Campbell keeps it for the first.
How about that play call by Al Borges? They have not run it all day long. Didn't even think they had it in their playbook. 3rd and short. Jason Campbell comes back. He can run the ball. He gets 4 yards for the first down.
More than likely your ball game here on 4th down and a long 12 to go.
At the 28.
Crowd on their feet. 2 wideouts to the near side. That's Taylor and Mix. Obamano to the far side of the field. One back in the backfield. Campbell comes under center. Here comes the blitz. Chased out of there. Campbell throws it downfield. It's caught by Taylor at the 12. That's a first down, Auburn. They spotted at the 13. 16 yards on the play. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
It wasn't very conventional. Jason Campbell just bought his time, and he got tattooed, but he stood in there and made the throw. About a 15 or 18-yard comeback. And Courtney Taylor comes up with a big first down. Jason Campbell took some hard licks, but Courtney Taylor hung on to the ball. First down inside the 15-yard line.
Just across the 14 is where they spot it. 2:47 to go. The 3rd down and 12 to go with a minute and a half to go. Campbell steps up under the center, now steps back in the shotgun with 8 on the play clock. A lot of precious time wasting away. He clears out the backfield. 5 wide receivers set on 3rd down. Campbell in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn! Courtney Taylor! Oh my goodness! Wide open! Back of the end zone! 9-9. A minute 14 to go! An extra point gives Auburn the lead.
What a play! What a play call by Al Borges. He splits out 5 wide. Carnell Williams to the right side, and he hits the seam route to Courtney Taylor with a minute 14 to go. 3rd down and 12. What a play. Jason Campbell to Courtney Taylor.
And now the all-important extra point. John Vaughn to give Auburn the lead with a minute 14 to go. Out of the snap or the hold of Sam Reeves. Snap. It's a low one. Gets it down. Kick is up. Kick is no good. Another bad snap by Auburn.
There's a
Reeves,
flag.
And there is a flag on the play. And I think it may be against LSU.
This may be an offsides.
This may be against LSU, and what a break that would be. The officials are talking things over. Let's go down to Quentin on the sideline.
Guys, I think you cannot use assistants to block a shot. An LSU player may have used another player to get leverage. We'll see on this call, guys, but if that's the case, Auburn may get another life here.
Personal foul, number 9. After this is to the goal, retry.
They have to get the snap right. The snap has been bad for 2 games. It's been low and right. They've got to get the snap right.
I tell you what, Sam Reeves has been giving us some sort of workout over the last 2 ball games. So a break, a huge break for Auburn. And they'll get another chance here. Half the distance to the goal line, so now the ball will be spotted, or it will be kicked from the 9-yard line. All right, let's see if the Tigers can get this thing right again. Out of the snap of Pete Compton. To raise another bad one. Vaughn gets in it. This one's good. Tigers lead 10-9.
Gosh, that is another poor snap. That they are lucky. Sam Reeves has done an excellent job holding. What a play by number 5, the holder, getting the ball down. Vaughn kicks it through. You can sure enough bet that'll be something they'll be working on. But what a breath of fresh air for Auburn, getting another shot at it.
Tell you what, Auburn, they haven't gotten a whole lot of breaks today, but that one came at the most critical time. And puts his foot into it. It's a high kick and short. Returnable for Carter at the 5 to the 10, 15, and tackled at the 11-yard line by Trey Smith. Holy cow. The little guy came flying out of nowhere to bring down Carter at the 13-yard line.
5'10", 200-pound junior from Venice, Florida, taking down the returner at the 13-yard line.
A minute 8 on the clock from the 13. They're going to go with Jamarcus Russell.
You're going to hear this crowd louder than you've ever heard it before with a redshirt freshman at quarterback.
This place is going nutso right now. Russell in the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. Fired across the middle. Tipped up and intercepted. Junior Rosegrave makes the catch on the deflection. Tigers are going to win. 8 seconds, 9 seconds to go, and that's your ball game. That is your ball game.
How about the play of that Auburn defense? It was a tip ball by Early Dossett. Tipped it. It was behind him. Jamarcus Russell threw the slant. But Junior Rosegreen right there to pick it off. The senior from Florida, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And there's going to be a celebration penalty. It does not matter. Auburn is going to defeat a top 5 team. And I guarantee you these guys played with so much heart. And Tommy Tuberville is livid at the referee, saying these guys got off the field. But it doesn't matter.
It's not going to matter. You're right, Stan, with 9 seconds.
Against the whole team bench, 15-yard penalty. First down.
You could tell by Tommy Tuberville's halftime comments that he made with Quentin Reagans. He was not real happy with his crew today. And I think even though Auburn has this one sewn up, that last penalty maybe have been the last straw. But they kind of ushered Coach Tuberville off the sideline, some of the assistants down there. And the ball will be spotted back at the 23. And Campbell will just have to take a knee here. LSU with 1 timeout. Campbell to a knee. And that's going to do it. LSU will not even use their final timeout. The Auburn Tigers have defeated the defending national champion LSU Fighting Tigers 10-9 in one of the more classic defensive struggles in the history of this stadium.
What a defensive struggle all day long. But Junior Rosegreen, the senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the team captain, goes out there and he makes a big play. Jamarcus Russell, they depended on the redshirt freshman, did a good job. But the offense came up when they needed to. A 5-wide seam route to Courtney Taylor. What a throw by Jason Campbell. And this Auburn team, they're a top 10 team for all I care.
Tell you what, Toomer's Corner is the place to be right now. Auburn 10, LSU 9. The Tigers take the early claim as the front runner in the SEC Western Division. A team that stand offensively all day they were absolutely stymied. I mean, could get nothing going. If it wasn't just the LSU defense, it was penalties. But then on the final drive, this offense, led by Jason Campbell, made the plays when they had to make them.
A lot of people doubted Jason Campbell. They said he wasn't a pressure quarterback. He didn't win the big game. Well, my friends, he won the big game today. He had the touchdown pass that won the game. All the naysayers need to relax. Jason Campbell has arrived.
What about the penalty against LSU? If that personal foul isn't called on the Fighting Tigers, they're late on that bad snap and missed extra point. We may still be playing.
Yeah, and you got a personal foul call. I know LSU is going to complain about that. There's no question, but we think it was where a player was helped or he jumped over a pile. That is illegal now. You can't jump over a pile or jump on a guy's back.
I knew all week long y'all was focused and ready to play. You know, we had a lot of distractions. That is a hell of a job when you've gone through the week that you've gone through. Give yourself a Hey, this win was all about family. Yeah. And them folks out there. That's a good football team you played today. They played great. You played great. We came out on top. Let me tell you something.
Birthday.
At 7:03 this morning, I turned 50 years old.
Happy birthday!
Hey, it don't get any better than this, guys, right here. I'm going to tell you something. I want to thank all of you. The coaches did a hell of a job. You did a hell of a job. Great job. This one's over with tonight, and then we start again tomorrow. Good job.